Time's up. Let's do this.
We start this game, let's talk about the players as well as teams. On Team Legend side is Team evilGenius Gaming, and Ultimate Ophelia is Gmo. Vivian Loves Me onto the Blood Hunter, and Iroy as the Bubbles at the top lane facing some form of harassment. And what's gonna go there? And Ice and Prism are gonna be as well. Amura probably gonna be looking for a position to land off the stun, but will not get it done. And Amura hasn't added a skill just yet. Han Gayin gonna be in a Pestilence role mid lane with Rhapsody here. So they know it's Bubbles top lane, and like I said, pseudo tri lane always possible here for Hellbound team. Hellbound team is Seafood Gaming. Gemini gonna be here top lane, as well as TSK onto the Glacius. We got Desiosa onto the mid lane Wretched Hack. Amunra being played by Nyong, probably gonna be at the top lane, and Link here gonna be at the bottom lane. So effectively, I am having a bit of a latency issue going into this server. I am hoping for a remake. But effectively, we're gonna have to see. Yeah, they're probably playing on a Malaysia server. Alright, so Iroy there at the top lane is gonna get a little bit extra harassment from the Glacius, and effectively is gonna have to pull back. Meanwhile, we're now looking at a mid lane here, and effectively Wretched Hack is gonna take an extra beating here. Both from the Rhapsody as well as that from the Blood Hunter. We'll see if that's gonna be a kill. Meanwhile, I'm actually gonna try and see if I can resolve this latency issue.
Captain's pick.
Alright, it's still slightly spiky, but it's barely acceptable. And meanwhile, Bubbles at top lane now is gonna get a little bit of harassment from Glacius, but here comes the Ophelia effect, and Glacius might just die there. Glacius goes down. That's gonna be bloodlust for Team Legion. Pretty easy kill there so far for them. And speaking about easy kill, we're also looking at Gemini. Gemini is in a bit of a bad position here. Amunra is dropping kind of low. He's at 50% health. And Wretched Hack is going to heal up with I believe the health potion. So I have moved my microphone away from my face. I hope that I am not too loud right now. Okay, so back to this game here. So Pestilence and mid lane taking like a little bit extra harassment from the Wretched Hack, and might just be in a bit of a spot here. Again, it seems like Glacius getting chased here by the Vagabond Leader, and Vagabond Leader picks up the kill. Unfortunately, it's going to mean a little bit more gold here for Gemini, but Gemini is still going to be okay. It's not a lot of gold there for Gemini to deal with. It's just about 100 thereabouts. So at least it's still okay. And meanwhile, back to the mid lane, we're seeing Wretched Hack level 3 up against the Pestilence level 3. And both of them are doing pretty well so far. Now, good stun there by Pasty onto Wretched Hack. Here comes Rhapsody. Rhapsody not able to get in range for a stun. And Plague Rider down south gonna try and deny as much EXP off the Blood Hunter, but Blood Hunter really isn't worried about that because Blood Hunter is just one of the more dominating lane heroes. He definitely is able to get a good farm, trust me on that. So checking in on him, he's now at 18 and 4, like I said, good farm. And the Plague Rider is only at about 13 and 4. So pretty obvious that the Blood Hunter is going to have a pretty good day here. Meanwhile, Ophelia is just in the Hellbound jungle, and I really like this because the Cameron Champion is going to do a lot of extra damage on Glacius. Glacius might just take the fall here and effectively last hit, and it's oh, it's a miss. Hold on, don't count your eggs before they hatch. And Gemini going to come in here for a little bit of a creep blocking action. It will still connect, but now Ophelia might just take the fall. Oh, there we go. Ophelia does die at the end. Cameron Champion not able to do much of anything. Bubbles gonna be able to deal a little bit extra damage, but via auto attack onto the Gemini. And effectively, that's a bit of a misplay by the Ophelia. You know, assuming that it's going to be an automatic hit there. So here comes the Pestilence, not able to go in for a stun with Take Flight. And meanwhile down south we're looking at level 5 Blood Hunter up against level 5 Plague Rider. They're not able to kill each other. That's a little bit frustrating, but once the Blood Hunter gets level 6, it would be pretty okay. Pretty easy to pick up the kill on the Plague Rider after that. So now Pestilence at level 5 up against a level 4 Wretched Hag. As it's pretty clear so far that Legion team's winning all lanes except for the top lane. So top lane still going in favor for Gemini. Gemini level 5. And speaking about CS, we're now looking at 13 and 8 on the Bubbles. And 8 denies a lot, but 19 and 6 on the Gemini. So Gemini still has got a little bit of a lead going into this game. 1k goal lead for Team Legion. Virtually no EXP lead for them just yet. And Plague Rider just doing a lot of extra harassment on this Blood Hunter. Blood Hunter is falling too low. He might just die here. Plague Rider with the Marchers up. And the health potion going to be popped already on the Blood Hunter. Blood Hunter needs the extra level. He is still not level 6. And that's pretty frustrating. If he's level 6, going to pick up this kill on the Plague Rider. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. And he's going to pull back. That's it. Back to the mid lane. Mid lane completely kind of abandoned by Wretched Hag. Wretched Hag is here but not here. Pseudo here. He's at level 5. And there's a level 3 Rhapsody, so it's pretty clear that Pestilence is able to box out this this Wretched Hag with the help of Rhapsody. Hiroki doing a pretty good job there on support. That's it. Oh my god. So Plague Carrier was being used by Plague Rider, and that picked up the kill on the Blood Hunter down south. And that unfortunately means that Plague Rider is going to have a little bit of a harder time to lane here against the Plague Rider, the Blood Hunter, sorry. And now we're looking at a level 5 Pasty. Pasty goes up, unfortunately not able to pick up the invisible Amunra. Amunra now going to try to run away, invisible as well. Might be able to pick up the kill on Bubbles if he is completely invisible here. Gemini needs to land a stun first. Unfortunately, the Fire and Ice effect is not going to land on the Bubbles there. And that is the Twin Breath. So back to the mid lane. Amura taking a little bit of extra beating here. He used the invisible rune. Invisibility rune on the NC. That's something I don't like. But I guess it doesn't really have a spot. So a little bit of extra jitter in this game. That's because I think they hosted this on the Malaysia server. A little bit unfortunate, but I'm from Singapore, so I'm not able to really capture optimal quality so far. But stream is fine, so you guys can still watch it. It's more like it's a client-based issue rather than a stream-based issue. So don't worry, you're not lagging. It's me. It's me. It's my client. It could be my connection, but we'll see. So Amura missing the stun there from onto Bubbles. Bubbles effectively going to be run over here with Shelter, but there goes Ice Imprisonment, and that's going to deal substantial damage. Song of the Sea really not going to deal a lot of damage on the Glaciers, but it's going to pull back. That's it, back to the mid lane here, and here comes Ophelia. Rhapsody also in the vicinity, and Pestilence also going to be around. They're going to try and push the mid lane a little bit, and Wretched Hag, oh boy, not level 6 just yet. The moment he hits level 6, there we go. Bad Blast online. Might be able to pull forth a bit of a turnaround of events here. And Amunra gonna pull back level 4, Glaciers level 3. 4 members from the Legion team gonna push the mid lane. This is pretty serious business here. Maybe they can't not defend this area. Catman Champion, good scout being used here by Ophelia. It seems like they're gonna use the fortification. Is it gonna be enough? That's the question. Catman Champion gonna slow down the Wretched Hag considerably, and there goes the Bad Blast. That's gonna connect only on 2 of them. And here comes Bubbles, goes in, picks up the kill, and Wretched Hag. Hag goes down, and also the pod by Gemini. Gemini comes in here, nice stun there by Rhapsody. Stateko is gonna be used as well. Rhapsody is gonna lock down the Gemini. Gemini effectively might just run away. And where is the Shell Serve? Not enough mana for that, I think. Amura gonna come in here and not able to do much of anything except blow himself up and not get any kills. So they're gonna pull back a little bit. Now they are effective gonna already. Oh, Munra is only level 4. He is gonna take the fall right there. And that goes to Munra. 2.8k goal lead again in favor for Team Legion. Blood Hunter just swung by and said hi. And that's gonna be the kill there. Pretty easy kills there by Nyong. Pretty good stuff. So sorry, pretty easy kill on Nyong. So here Pasty gets spotted up by Wretched Hag. Wretched Hag slows down Pestilence. He is in Take Flight effect, but he's not able to really fly far. As able to put forth some form of a gang, puts forth the taunt onto the Wretched Hag. Hag's not going to jump in without much of a backup. And Plague Rider, the only level 8 in the team for Hellborn, it's also the highest level by the way, is able to swing by to the middle lane to say hi. But Blood Hunter would be close to level 8 because of the kill there on Nyok, I would assume. And also we're looking at Legion team not really over-leveling the Hellbound counterparts. They are just kind of a little bit even so far. But I like the fact that they have got the extra goal. They did knock down the tier 1 at the mid lane. They did get 3 extra kills as compared to Hellbound team, and that's pretty good stuff for them. For HoN team, they are slightly behind, but they can still come back into this game as long as they're able to get 4th good farm onto the Wretched Hack. As long as they're able to get 4th good farm on the Gemini, they should be able to do much of a pretty good stuff here. So here comes the Contagion onto the Bloodhunter. Bloodhunter is still a little bit stubborn, but here with the help of Rhapsody might just be able to, you know, put up a stand up against that of the Plague Rider. And again, Contagion is going to be used, and that's how he picked up the kill in the first place. Double Contagion, triple Contagion with the Plague Carrier, and it's an easy kill. So top lane Babael's a little bit for trouble. A Moonra trying to commit to this kill, and will be able to blow up, but take cover, but Babael's will turn things around, and down goes the Moonra. In the backup supply lines comes Glacius, but Babael's just using the ball to heal up as much as possible, and Glacius is now able to go in time. Plague Rider gonna try and pull back. There is also Rhapsody behind enemy lines, and there goes the Hemorrhage gonna be used already, and here comes the Stateko on the Rhapsody. Rhapsody also gonna put forward extra heal here, and Plague Rider gonna try and away. He posts off the Plague Carrier, and now gonna try and pick up the kill, but Bloodhunter picks up the kill first, and that means it's gonna be an easy kill onto the Plague Rider. Babael's a little bit of a tight spot. Glacius wanting this kill, pretty desperate to go in here, and there we go. Pressure that going in with the Sonic Scream, picking up the kill at the end of the day. So it's 7-3, 3.4k goal lead for Team Legion. Legion is a little bit ahead, but not far enough, and it's pretty clear that also Bloodhunter picking up the kill there easily. Oh, Invisible Pestilence. He doesn't know what he wants. He's gonna pull back. So yeah, we do see the Plague Rider dying there pretty easily, and oh, there might be a gang bait lane. Hold that thought. Sonar Scream gonna be used. So here comes the stun, and the Gore proc as well, and Ophelia with the Catman Champion was able to pick up the kill pretty easily. Gmo there, good stuff. Now back to the bottom lane. Definitely, we're now looking at the fact that Hemorrhage cools down a lot faster as compared to the Plague Carrier. So level 9 Bloodhunter might just milk in on this kill on the Plague Rider very easily if there is some form of a support coming in from Ophelia behind the tier 1, which I think is going to happen pretty quickly. And no Plague Carrier to use, the Plague Rider needs to be careful. Bloodhunter is showing huge sign of aggression just by not moving away. And here goes the Hemorrhage. From behind enemy lines come the teammates of Team Legion, and here comes the Rhapsody and Ophelia. That means that Plague Rider, he goes down pretty easily. 11 minutes in, and already 9-3. The supply backup is a little bit slow. Wretched Hack not able to do much of anything. Tier 1 down south gets severely addressed by the entire evilGenius squad here. And oh, Bad Blast hitting only on the only on the Bloodhunter, and he jumps in just like Amura goes in completely silent sniper to watch everything. Level 6 might be able to come back again, but Hack goes down first, and Amura might come back for a second time, but he is again at half health and trying to run away. Gets silenced by Bloodhunter. That's gonna deal a little bit extra damage onto the Amura. Amura gets slowed down there by the nice Calfield on Bubbles. Bubbles goes in, dives in, Glacius takes the fall again, and down goes the entire 3-man squad on Seafood Gaming squad. So 12 minutes in, and are we gonna see another early game? You know, early game like 17 minutes early game. Seafood Gaming is just not able to hold the front here. Legion team is just snowballing so fast. We're looking at insane amount of GPM onto, you know, the Bloodhunter. 409 GPM, 353 on Ophelia, and 300 GPM on the Pestilence. There is there's Plague Carrier up on the Plague Rider, but they're not able to do anything right now. And there goes the jump on Bubbles. Bubbles with the take cover, gonna try run away. There goes the slow also. But here comes the backup supply line. Nice silence there onto the Plague Rider. And also Hemorrhage gonna be used already on the on the Wretched Hack. Gemini pots in. Might be able to pick up this kill here on to the Bloodhunter. Bloodhunter goes down pretty easily. And Wretched Hack still in hot pursuit. Pestilence gonna try run away there with Take Flight. Will be able to run away just in time. Help on team, not able to catch much of anything, but they need to be really careful because there's still Rhapsody as well as the Bubbles behind enemy lines. There might be a bit of a tri-sandwich gang here happening, and this is just how you make a burger happen. You know, you just make sure that you have the beef patty right in the middle, and that's exactly what HoN is right now. They are the beef patty right now, and they are not able to just run away from this position. Legion team gonna try and zero in here. Bubbles floating in a Cosmonaut avatar. There goes the Shell Sif, missing completely. Rhapsody in his vicinity might go in. Stat Echo onto Gemini. I assume would mean that he is in a severe position right now. And there goes the fort. Here comes the port. And Pasty goes in. Good stun on 2 members there. Bad Blast offline for 2 seconds. We'll wait for that. Meanwhile, Moonra gonna be able to run away. Nice stun. And Bad Blast not in the optimal position just there. He's gonna go away. And there goes the good position. But where is the Bad Blast? There we go. It's gonna connect only on Ophelia as well as the Bubbles. But unfortunately, that's gonna be a double tap for Gmo. Gmo picks up 2 kills and he still wants more. Pastilin's gonna go in. Meanwhile, Glacier's gonna try and run away, but Pastilin's still in hot pursuit. Unfortunately, Tick Fly's not gonna take him there, and they're gonna pull back. 14 minutes in, 15-4, 7k goal lead for Team Legion. They are still so far ahead, and HoN team, they are nowhere. I repeat, nowhere near the top of this game. They need to get their act together. It's just exactly like their first game, losing in the laning phase, losing in the ganks, losing in execution. They really don't have a solution against evilGenius Gaming, and that's really desperate for them. You can tell, you can see the desperation there. They have Plague winning the lane, but so what? Gemini level 10, but there's nothing can do in the team fight scenario just yet. And effectively here, we are looking at Team Legion pushing here, but they need to be careful. They don't have the Calfill, and although there's no Bad Blast, there is still the Plague Carry up here on the Plague Rider. So Plague Rider goes in, and Plague Carry gonna be used only on Rhapsody. Rhapsody goes down just like that. Mirage already being used on Wretched Hack, but Wretched Hack's not going anywhere. And we have a fake Bubbles just buying some time here for Team Legion pullback. Effectively, I blame Pasty. Pasty not being in the engagement would be a huge trouble. So now without Plague Carrier, and oh my god, Legion team gonna jump in there, and Pasty just wants to pick up this kill, and Glacius goes down pretty quickly with a snap of a click there. He just goes down very easily. Fire and Ice here gonna be used here. The split from Gemini, the split is real. Bloodhunter gonna try to run away as well, but there goes the gang, and Rivas Ice goes down just like that. There goes Gemini. Pretty easy kill, and 4 of them still gonna try and milk a little bit extra damage. Shelter connects at its tip against the Wretched Hack as well as Plague Rider. They're gonna try and pull back here. 60 minutes in, it's 9k goal lead for Team Legion. It's a nightmare, living nightmare for HoN. There is nothing they can do again in this position. Legion team is just so far ahead. 16 minutes in, 17-5. They're pushing on the tier 3 right now, and there goes the Meteor skill from Amuna, but hold that topic. Gsea goes a 3-man stun. Nice stun by Pasty, and there we go. Ice can fall from the sky, but Glacius never to do much of anything. Protective Melody gets used here, and the Moonra might have a second life, but that's not gonna be used just there. He goes down, and he comes back up just right again, and Wretched Hack goes down as well. The rest of his team already dead. What can the Moonra achieve here? And Gemini comes in. Gemini goes in, picks up the kill nicely onto the Bloodhunter, but Bloodhunter will not be a force to be reckoned with, and he's just dead anyway. So Gemini gonna try and pick up the kill on Ophelia, gets it done real nicely. Cosmo not effectively might be able to pick up this kill onto the Gemini. Doesn't have the Song of the Sea, so he's gonna die as well. And Rhapsody gonna pull back. Ice and Prism gonna be used. It's again a classic story of overextension here. And Amura is so close to being dead, but will not die. So that's pretty clutch play by HoN team, and this just saved them 2k in terms of team lead so far. And HoN team, really, it's not so much onto the merits of HoN team. It's a little bit more towards the fact the Legion team was a little bit too greedy, and that evilGenius Gaming was just milking on successes after successes until the fact that they thought they could be able to pick up the kill. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do so. And that's it. There is a buyback from Iroy. Iroy thinking he's too rich. Speaking about items and richness, let's just check in here. We have Pasty with the portal key up already, Rhapsody up with the Steam Boots as well. And Bloodhunter is just so fat, I can barely recognize him. He does have the Firebrand and a Warhammer. That's a lot of extra damage on the Bloodhunter. We're looking at a pretty effective DPS kind of hero so far. And for Gemini, he's doing pretty well with the Astrolabe. Meanwhile, Bubbles getting slowed beyond recognition, might just die here. No Song of the Sea being used, but no Shell Surf just yet. Gonna die to poison. What a slow and painful way to die. Here comes the Pasty jump, knocks on the Gore proc onto the Plague Rider. Plague Rider pulls off the Plague Carrier there, and Wretched Hack goes in to stack up this deal. He picks up the kill at the end of the day. So here comes the Bloodhunter, gonna try to pick up the kill there quickly onto the Plague Rider. Meanwhile, Wretched Hack's gonna be able to pot away. So Mirage not used at all. He will have that for the next engagement. 2 kills is to 1, pretty good exchange for HoN team. 6.8k, or rather 6.5k goal lead for them. They are still in this game, unlike the first game. They have a way to survive this game, they have a way to win it. So that is the main philosophy here. 21 is to 12, it looks like it's a mirror kill, it is a mirror kill. At 6k goal lead for Team Legion, they are still pretty far ahead. What I want to see here is more synergy from Team Legion. What I want to see is the fact that they know they can win team fight. They just need to be careful. There is no play carry for, or rather there is not much ultimates to deal with except for the Glacius ultimate in the next 50 plus seconds. So come on, you're gonna have to group up and push right now. They know they've got the early game lead. They should capitalize on that. They should win it, but they're not gonna do it. So 40 plus seconds, and they might just want to congregate in mid lane right now. There is no Bad Blast, there's no Plague Carrier, there is no Amunra ultimate. There's only the Glacier Downpour, but no one cares about Glacier Downpour because it's not dealing a lot of damage in the first place. So that's okay. 19 minutes, 30 seconds and counting. 6,000 gold lead for Team Legion. And a shrunken head for Bloodhunter. Bloodhunter is gonna go shiny and golden as we speak, and they're gonna go and push the mid lane right now. Hellbound team's gonna try and push the bottom lane tier 1. But while they're doing the tier 1, Legion team's gonna try and milk on the tier 3. The bad news for Legion team is that they took too long, and with that, it's effectively gonna mean that almost every single ultimate on Hellbound team's arsenal is gonna be off cooldown in just about 15 seconds. They need to be careful of the Bad Blast. Can they push quick enough to stagger a bit of a miscom? A disjoin in ultimate timings. That's the question. They're gonna push the tier 3. Meanwhile, tier 1 bottom lane is gonna go down, and Hellbound team's gonna pop back home. Fort's gonna be used here, and defense tower effectively might just go down. Murat goes in just like that, and where's the hack? Hack's behind enemy lines. The pass lane goes in. Nice silence, nice snipe. The hack goes down just like that. Protective melody gonna be used. Will save some damages off the Plague Carrier, but that's not gonna be enough. Meanwhile, Murat does have a second life. Paslane's gonna try and take out of that. Meanwhile, we've also got a shiny Bloodhunter gonna try and pick up the kill here on the Fire and Ice, but it's just too strong. Hack does buyback, and that's Yos there. Does pop the Bad Blast, but that's not gonna be effective enough. We have Bloodhunter gonna try and run away here. He needs to be careful. He's gonna try and pot away right now. And Plague Rider gonna just stroll by, but the pot is gonna be effective. So that's it. They just expend one buyback and knock off the tier 3. I would still say that this is a successful push for Team Legion because they can have the ultimates up in just about 70-80 seconds, whereas for Hellbound team they need to wait for a whooping 100 seconds, and Plague Carrier is only gonna be up in just about 70 seconds thereabouts. So the 100 second is for Murat's second health, which is so important. As you can see, Murat would have died there if not for his ultimate there reincarnate. But oh, Pasty, gonna have to be careful. Gonna go in here. Might just proc the God proc. Not gonna happen. And Murat gonna pot away safely. 23k gold, rather 23 goal kill lead for Team Legion as to 15 there for Hellbound team, and 4k gold. It's eroding away, and that's because they're just pushing a little bit too quickly, but still it's effective. They're doing the right thing. They're throwing away a little bit of extra gold lead just to make sure they can push in, and they know they've got the early game. They don't necessarily have the late game. There's a Murat to fight with, there's Gemini to fight with, there's also Ratchet Hack to fight with, and that's just too much heroes to fight with in the late game. So they have to make this happen right now. 28 seconds until Rhapsody's Protective Melody is up, and 17 seconds until Plague Carrier is up. We're witnessing a pretty good situation here. Alright, so that's it. Legion team now is going to push the mid lane a little bit, and we'll see just how far they can push here. They might be able to knock off the melee barracks. Depends, really. 38 seconds on the Murat cooldown. If they don't push now, they don't have a chance in the late game. They need... Okay, there is another way they can push this. Split push or pick off. They can pick off one or two heroes, but you know, Hellbound team is just grouping so strong. I don't see pick offs being a successful strategy. Pestilence just gonna guard the Hellbound jungle a little bit. And Hellbound effectively gonna go down to the bottom lane. They should actually gang the bottom lane here. There is a ward of sight being rewarded here by TSK. Good wards. I like that. So Team Legion, if they cannot push with two lanes, they might want to try and push down the top lane. I mean, they have got absolute map control right now. Pasty might just jump the Hack. Hack might not have buyback. Okay, he jumps in. Not able to pick up the kill. Shoutsub comes in. No further follow-up. They're going to pull back right now. 3 creeps up. Already up on Ophelia. Ophelia does have Astrolabe, does have Barrel Idol. So both of those items are going to provide substantial defense in his position up against the Hellbound team. We'll see. Okay, so again the jump's going to happen, but still no kill. And they're going to be knocking on the melee barracks. So here we go. Pasty does use the ultimate there on Amura, but it doesn't really matter. Pasty jumping in really quickly. Amura might be a little bit of trouble there because the pet carrier as well. And there goes the protective melody going to be used. There is still no Bad Blast being used just there. Still waiting. And there we go. Bad Blast going to wipe out the Rhapsody there. And still, it's a good timing for the Bad Blast, but is it going to be enough? Phil now going to pop the ultimate a little bit later, but it saves a little bit the rest of his team, and down goes the hack. Mura going to come back a second time, but the 4 members for Team Legion still alive somehow. Mura might just get 0 in. They will pick up this kill, and Mura will go down. And Bloodhunter will get regenerated full health, so this would be game. Knocking off the melee barracks here would be devastating. They can also go for the bottom lane push. Glacier's gonna respawn in just about 5 seconds. Amura buys back here. Amura goes in, will not be able to land his Path of Destruction still. And the range barracks effectively gonna get knocked out here. And the range barracks gonna go down. Legion team now gonna go down to the bottom lane to try and knock off the bottom tier 4, or rather tier 3, as well as the middle barracks. They should get it done. There's not much of a contest from HoN side. Rax just only going to be up in just about 2 seconds. They will not be able to get it done, so they'll pull it back. A little bit too early for a 2-lane push. But guess what? The ultimate's going to be up in just about 30 seconds, with the exception of Protective Melody. So they can still afford a wait here. And Plague Carrier is only going to be up in about 30 seconds. There is also no Ophelia's Touch. So that's going to have to wait for another 50 seconds thereabouts. So here comes Gemini. Gemini looking pretty decent in terms of items with Wretched Hack. And again, already happening in Bubbles. Bubbles might just be able to run away. No, he was able to shelter behind. Song of the Sea is not going to be useful. He's going to take the fall. So Iroy there, effectively just going to die like that. So Rhapsody gonna push the top lane by himself, and we might just witness a pretty long game here. Although there's a 9k goal lead for Team Legion, and the fact that mid lane's completely barren, HoN team is slowly finding some form of teamfight traction in this game. So I'm waiting to see if they can effectively pull off this stun, this comeback. Top lane push still gonna happen here. Bloodhunter by himself, level 17, as well as level 11 Rhapsody. They're gonna knock on the defense tower. Defense tower probably gonna take the fall. And tier 2 down south now gonna get challenged. There's also the Shrunken Head up on the Pestilence. So they need to be really careful because they know that the Wretched Hack pops the Bad Blast at the right time. And that's exactly when the Protective Melody is over. So they would love to Shrunken it over the last second of the Protective Melody. I think that would be, the best time for them to put forth that kind of a play. 26 minutes and counting. 10k goal lead for Team Legion. And we're looking at Gemini potting back home to the top lane to farm. Rhapsody now gonna try and congregate. They might also want to go for Kongor. I think Kongor is a pretty good game here. They need to be careful because there's the Ward of Sight. Once they address the Ward of Sight, they can go for Kongor. We'll see if anyone... No one has a Ward of Ref, so there's no way they can spot this out. And they are in the vicinity here for the Kong approach. Rhapsody. Okay, nope, they're not gonna go for that. They will congregate again at the bottom lane here. They are just waiting for mid lane to push a little bit, and I think it's just gonna happen pretty quickly. Oh, and Pasty jumping in, needs to be really careful. Landed the stun of the Wretched Hack, but was not able to do much of anything. That's the rest of his team was actually not in the vicinity, and here comes the Brutalizer pickup for the Bloodhunter. The moment he gets a nice, I would say, the evasion item. Yeah, he would definitely be able to have it. Yep, so that's something there. The wing bow is also pretty good here for Vivian playing as the Bloodhunter. And it's pretty clear that HoN knows that there's going to be a Kongor attempt, so Mura going to be in this vicinity, and Mura might just jump in here with Wretched Hack. Bad Blast going to be used against nothing at all. Wow, huge misplay. They just jumped in like that, assuming they're going to be inside, but there's no one in at all. Now Mura going to soup out most of this damage. He's going to have a second life. Gemini jumps in just like, but gets no kills at all. Rhapsody goes down. Plague Carrier going to be used as well. Shiny Bloodhunter is still going to be munching onto the Moonra. There's no Bad Blast to work with for Heritage Attack. Hack's going to be a lot of trouble. Hack probably going to drop it here as well. Hack going to take the fall. Meanwhile, Gemini going to come in, but Gemini not able to do much of anything. Meanwhile, Bubbles also going to jump into Kongor. He's going to say hi to the Big Ape and also going to pull back. And we have also Gemini in a little bit of a tight spot here. Bloodhunter going to go in, will not be able to pick up his kill. And Plague Rider going to be in his vicinity as well. Iroy takes the fall at the end of the day. Thanks to TSK. Glacier's there playing really sneaky. And that's good stuff. So Kongor now is down to half-life, and we're left with Pestilence, Bloodhunter, as well as Ophelia. They will be able to pick up this token, and with token, they will definitely be able to put forth some form of a push. But they need to be careful because they're going to be fighting against Wretched Hack as well as Munra. But the thing is that both of them will not have ultimates to work with. And it's a race against time. So here comes the Gemini. Okay, Bloodhunter does have the token. So they might be able to poof off some form of a good gang here. As long as they can pick up one hero, they can push. But the real challenge here is, can Bloodhunter jump the Gemini? I don't think so. And Ophelia is just left without any minions at all. So he needs to again go on the spree to collect minions. That's the bad thing about Ophelia. You need to have your minions. Alright, so Bloodhunter now level 19. Pretty much the dominating factor in this game. Gemini at about level 16 with 2.4k gold in the bank. Still not gonna get his Shrunken Head yet. He is still, I think, 300 gold away. Oh, sorry, I think 500 gold away. Yeah, 500 gold away. That's pretty close. And effectively is lacking space to farm. Would love to see him go into the Hellbound jungle to farm a little bit. Pestilence gonna just swing by, say hi. Amura also gonna spot him out a little bit. I don't think they saw each other there. And Pasty needs to be careful here. And Hack also just dancing about a little bit. There is no backup, or rather insufficient backup for Team Legion. Bubble's not in the vicinity, and Ophelia getting the creeps that he needs. So yeah, effectively he does have the option of picking one extra Wall Hunter or not. Yeah, so gonna have to wait for respawn there. Thanks to teammates who don't care. Alright, so Legion team now actually gonna try and congregate at the bottom lane. Hellbound team, all 5 members are in the vicinity. They might just jump here onto the Bloodhunter. Bloodhunter needs to be really careful. But the entire Legion team is in his vicinity, and Gemini is just so close to his Shrunken Head. To effectively deny the Shrunken Head, they need to push right now. And I'm not kidding, now. They need to go all with this creep wave, knock on the tier 3, effectively knock it off, be a bit of a threat. Here, they know that. Oh, nice jump there by Pestilence. Good try, but not able to pick the kill. So Cosmo not there with the shell sub, not able to jump in as well. They're still gonna push. Gemini, I think he's got his Shrunken Head. Yes, he also pots back home, so Shrunken Headed. Gemini will be a force to reckon with over the next team fight. And Bad Blast, positioning setup here by Wretched Hack. And there goes the jump up already on Amura. Amura might just die before the silence over. And there we go. And the Bad Blast is going to be used here. Rhapsody prompts a protective melody, but that may not be enough. And there's just 3-man ganking Amura. Amura is just too tanky. They don't want to pick up Amura. Playground goes down. Mino on the backup supply lines here. We're seeing Ophelia taking the run of his life. And Pasty going to be jumping here on Wretched Hack. Cosmonaut comes in. Nice silence. And it's going to be a kill. No, Wretched Hack's still alive somehow. Nice touch with Darkless there. Clutch play. But silence from Bloodhunter too long. And he's also going to take the fall. Gemini going to take the fall as well. Nyok comes in. But what exactly can Amura do? Amura will be able to pick up the kill there and pass it, but Amura also going to die there. And Amura will not have ultimate to work with, so he's going to die for real right now. Hack buys back. Hack by himself. Good silence. Bloodhunter still goes in. And the Brutalize is just too much to deal with. Down goes the Hack. And we're looking at a complete genocide. Legion team knows they've got this. They have only 2 members left. But can they knock off the tier 3? That's the real question. They're going to go in. Bloodhunter, solo man on the mission. Ophelia not going to go for Crypt still. Might just want to play command on the opponent Crypt waves here, just so he can get it done. Does he want to do that? Glacius comes in, Ice Imprisonment gonna be used, and a lot of extra burst damage. TSK don't want to fall here, but he still goes down, just like that. Playground comes back alive. Play carry gonna be used. Ophelia a little bit of trouble. Ophelia will still be fine because there is the Blood Hunter. Blood Hunter still alive somehow. Brutalizer dealing a lot of extra work there, and also Ophelia stays alive. Next respawn, 12 seconds, and that will be the Wretched Hack. Is that gonna be now Vivian with the bloodbath streak? Millie Barracks gonna get knocked on here, and also the portal key gonna be bought here by Iroy onto the bubbles. Man, this game is almost over. Millie Barracks gonna get knocked on here. Gemini comes back. This is gonna be a showdown between carries, but there's also the Russian deck, so that's 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1. It's completely unfair. And Bloodhunter does have the token of life. He's gonna come back for round 2. Round 2 it is. And Bloodhunter gonna use Brutalizer, a lot of extra silence and burst. Hemorrhage being his Russian deck. Hack goes down just like that. And right now Mura gonna go in. And also we got Ice and Fire and Ice, a little bit extra burst damage onto the Bloodhunter, but Bloodhunter a little bit too tanky here. And there goes the Protective Melody. That's the cue to take the fight. But Rhapsody, he is not able to put off good positioning there. Here comes the Pasty getting stunned himself. Will be able to puff off the stun, but it's against a Golden Gemini. Gemini dealing too much damage. They're all gonna try and pull by Pestilence. Might just take the fall here and help one. This might just be the space they need. And Bubbles comes in. Good silence. Gemini so close to being deaf here, or rather to dying here. And there we go. The count field as well. Munra taking a little bit extra stun, but Hellbound team not gonna lose another member right now. They're all gonna pull back. And we also have Plague Rider in his background vicinity here. 19k gold lead for Team Legion, but that's not really the case. They have a good lead, but they need to make sure they get the throne down, and that is the real challenge for them. They have to fight against Gemini. They have to fight against the Wretched Hag. Wretched Hag does have Light Brand up. Gemini already with the Shrunken Head. Yeah, it may not be a very bursty kind of position, but Bloodhunter, wow, he is already so fat. Look at that, Rift Shards. And that is Rift Shard, I believe, level 4. Wow. Okay, so Bloodhunter gonna come here. Will not use Hemorrhage on something that can come back with Respawn Reincarnation, or rather Pyroclasmic Rebirth, as it's called. So they're not gonna push the bottom lane. They're probably gonna try and push the top lane here.
No woman should go without it.
Ophelia now probably gonna pick up the item that she really needs, and that would be the I really like the Barrel Idol as well as the Storm Spirit. I think the Storm Spirit is pretty interesting. So yeah, I think there might be a bit of a connection issue with the server on my side. So I'm actually gonna pop the reconnect. We'll see. Hopefully I don't miss any action.
Captain's pick.
Okay, we're back. So now, yep, they did rotate the top lane. No one is dead. So we didn't miss any action. And Gemini jumping in just like that, going Shrunken and all. Is it going to be now? Gemini going to get challenged here by the rest of his team. And Fire and Ice not going to be effective at all. That's going to be a kill already. And Pasty jumping in. They know they've got his kill. Big misplay by Hellbound team. Seafood Gaming losing Glacius also. And also now we're looking at a Mura. Mura might just die here. And my connection just timed out. So that is one hell of a bad news. Wow, Malaysia server doesn't go well with a Singapore caster.
Captain's pick.
Okay, so again, Gemini now effectively just gonna die like that. Gemini very close to death, but still not dangerous. They just lose Glacius as well as Wretched Hag. Hag doesn't have any buyback. Gemini should still be okay. And yeah, there we go. Jump in again, and it's just jumping for me. Mura now a little bit of trouble, wrong position to jump in just like that. He doesn't have the respawn, 50 seconds till dead, but he is dead already, so 65 seconds before he comes back. Legion team will have this game here. They're now looking at knocking off the melee barracks. And 36 minutes in, effectively might just be game. Pasty setting up a perimeter for them. Range barracks going down, Gemini going Shrunken. Not able to pick up the kill on Pasty. Pasty going Shrunken as well. Will get sent back home. And it's going to be enough. So meanwhile, Bloodhunter picks up with a 900 damage crit damage onto the Gemini. Gemini dies just like that. What a critical hit. Pasty jumping in. Soaking up some damage. Buying some time for his team, but his team was just watching him. So Gemini will be able to come back here. Meanwhile, Hag just goes down again. Immortal being called on Vivian. Immortal streak up on the Bloodhunter. That's just crazy. Meanwhile, Plague Rider also going to try and fly in the sky here. There's also the hat trick. He's now going to try and go for the double prime, which is the Annihilation. He gets the quad kill, but doesn't have the time for Annihilation. He's going to have to wait 5 seconds before Mura respawns here. So that's a Sacrificial Shrine. Probably going to get challenged. Might just die there. Mura comes out. He might want to go and try for this. Unfortunately, he's just going to die. Protective Melody, a tad too slow. That's it. The winner of today's game is going to be evilGenius Gaming. Well done by them. Seafood Gaming, they had a little bit of a good chance in the second game, but just not good enough. And in general, yeah, it's like they were close, but just not there. And that really is just bad news for them. That's it. We have evilGenius Gaming in a pretty good spot up against Seafood Gaming. Seafood Gaming down by 2 games. And although the second game was a little bit laggy on my side and a lot of extra, you know, spikes and stuff, I hope it doesn't happen again. But in general, it is due to the fact that it's being hosted on Malaysia server, I think, and I didn't really have the best connection to that. So it's a little bit apologetic on my side. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah. That's it. We're going to be back again tomorrow with another set of games, and effectively, I believe we're going to be casting a game between... Let me just pull up this information graph that I have here. Oh yeah, it is up against Invasion as well as... I think is... Let me see. Oh, Prevariant Espada. So Invasion probably going to be streamed tomorrow live on HoN. Thank you guys for tuning in. All the VODs going to be on YouTube. And the second game will still lag on YouTube no matter what. That's because it's a game feed issue. So yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow for more MSHL action. This is Babael signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the cast. Huge shout out to my girlfriend as well as to all the viewers here on HoN. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys had a good time. And happy National Day, Singapore. Enjoy your holiday, students. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow as well. And that's it. Well, at least you'll be back in school on Tuesday, so that's not much of a big issue for you guys. That's it. Have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy yourselves. And don't party too hard. See ya.